What's going on, guys? Tall Fisherman Jay here, and today we are in C14 Canal and we're gonna try something a little festive. Now it's the holiday season. I've been going around to a lot of stores doing some Christmas shopping, and I see a lot of Christmas ornaments and Christmas stuff and holiday stuff out on the shelves. And I got to thinking, what if I could use some of this stuff to catch some fish? So that's what I'm gonna do today. I have 3 items with me. They're holiday related, they're Christmas ornaments, and we are gonna try and catch some fish with them. And let me show you what they are. All right, the first thing we got is some of these glass ornaments. You guys will know these as like the little balls that you put on your Christmas tree. And I saw them and I thought to myself, well, these look a lot like bobbers, so we're going to try and use these as bobbers today. That should be very interesting. The second thing is tinsel. Now I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this, but this is tinsel. This is the stuff, it's really silvery, really bright. You throw it on your tree, it looks really, really pretty. When I passed by it, the first thing that came to mind was a jig. So if I cut this and make some kind of jig out of it, I don't know. Item number 3 and 4 kind of are these ornament hooks. So I saw these ornament hooks and I said to myself, well, why don't we use them as fishing hooks? So I got silver and I got dark green. I believe these will work. I'm not sure. They're not too sharp. The ends of them aren't too sharp. Maybe I can sharpen them myself. But we're gonna try and catch a fish on all 3 of those items. Hopefully we come up with something. Now I'm only trying to catch a fish. I don't really care how big it is, what species it is. I just want to catch a fish on all these Christmas ornaments. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm all rigged up here. I got my little Santa Christmas ornament bobber here, and I got my little worm here at the end. I'm expecting to get something. If it floats, it might work. If it doesn't float, yes! All right, so it does float, and actually it looks extremely similar to a bobber, so this is definitely gonna work. Hopefully I get a bite here shortly, but it does float. I don't know if you guys can see that in the water. It is working really, really well. I mean, and the white part, Santa's beard, is actually pointing up, which is good, so I can tell if I get a hit or not. Yes! We got one, guys. We got a little tiny baby bluegill. Oh my god, that's so funny. So we got this fish and we used the Santa bobber to do it. Now it worked. It did function. It worked exactly like a bobber would, and it has holes in it too. I'm surprised it didn't sink. And we went ahead, got this little tiny little baby. It's a cute little fish. We're gonna let him go. There he goes. We're gonna try get something a bit bigger. Now we've already learned that the Santa bobber works. We want to try and pull out a little bit bigger fish. Really push the limits of this little bobber here. Oh, yes! Oh my god! Woo! We got another one! A lot bigger, you guys! Oh, yes! This is what we wanted. Oh no! My Santa bobber fell off! Oh, it's over there. Obviously, it is 1,000 times bigger than what we just caught on the Santa bobber, but it fell off. See, here's the bad thing about these ornaments is that these little clips go into the ornament and they're not too strong, but it held up just enough for this decent little fish. Now, I am extremely satisfied with this on the Santa bobber. Let me go ahead and get him off the hook. I went ahead and got this guy on a nice little worm, held up by the Santa bobber. Now look, I don't know if you guys can tell, he actually has a little scar right here, a little war wound, and he has actually a few parasites on him. So these fish are tough out here. But we got him on the bobber, the homemade bobber from an ornament. That is 1 down. Now we have 2 more to go. Let's get it done. Let's let this guy go. There he goes. All right, guys, so my next challenge here is to use these ornament hooks. Now, they're called ornament hooks, but they're far from it. They're these little hooks that you put ornaments on and hang them off the tree. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shape it into a hook, a fishing hook, and I'm gonna try my best to catch a fish. All right, here we go, guys. An ornament hook, kind of giving it the shape of a regular hook. Hopefully we can get something The bad thing about these is they bend real easily, so I'm not sure if we do get a bite, if it's gonna stay on, but we're gonna give it a try. So this is number 2 on the Christmas ornament challenge. Let's get it done. Rigged up, and I actually see some pretty decent fish down here, so we're gonna try and get them. Oh my God, dude, I just had a, no. Oh no, I had a decent fish and he straightened out my hook. Oh my God. Oh my God, I almost had another one, you guys. Oh, this is rough. We're gonna try it one more time. All right, attempt number 3 or 4, not sure which one, but we're using the ornament hook here, the dark green one. I'm using dark green so they see less of the hook, more of the worm. But it's just really weak, and like I can't see. He keeps going after it. Problem is that I can't hook him because these things have no. Oh my God! Yes! Oh, it came off. All right, you guys, fish number 2, decent little Oscar here, and look what I got him on. This was the little ornament hook that I got. He pretty much bent it out, but I got him in just in time before he fell off the hook, and I was able to land him, luckily. But this thing, I tried like 4 or 5 times. I kept hooking him, but the problem is he got off. I was hooking him, he got off, and then finally he got hooked decent enough for me to just throw him on land, and we finally got him. So this was challenge 2 out of 3. We have 1 more left, and that's the tinsel. And I feel like that should be easy. So let's let this guy go and try to get number 3. Whew, that one was tough. 3rd and final challenge is the tinsel. Now, I cut a piece of tinsel and I put a nice little hook there at the bottom, and it looks really good. It looks just like a jig. I think I'm gonna be pretty lucky and almost get like first cast on this. But we're gonna try our best and see what we can get. All right, here we go. Wow, it looks really good in the water. Some bait company should look into them making some tinsel lures. So the tinsel is ironically the hardest yet. Now, I thought it was going to be the easiest because it resembles a jig so much, and it looks really good in the water. I keep casting out there in the open about, I don't know, 6-7 feet from this spillway here, and it keeps getting tapped. I'm assuming it's by like bluegill or sunfish, but they're not committing. I guess they like the way it looks, but maybe it's too big for it to put in their mouth. I have no idea. Something's dragging it. I think something has it. Oh yeah. There we go. What do we got? Yes. Oh, nice little bluegill. All right. Well, this has been a long time coming. This was the guy that kept tapping at me 5 to 6, 7 times, and he finally got hooked right there with the tinsel jig. Here, oh my gosh. If you see, I don't know right there if you guys can see that, but there's a little indent in his body. He's actually probably been swiped out by like a gator or like a snakehead or something like that. He has a little deformity in his body there. It's pretty interesting. But one on the tinsel in a while. This has been the longest challenge so far. The other 2 were pretty easy, and this was the hardest, and I'm not sure why, because this looks the most realistic. But we're gonna get him off the hook, and we're gonna keep trying for something bigger. I got him. Oh, he's in the brush. Yes! Oh my God! Yes! You guys, we got a nice little cichlid here. I mean, it's not the biggest fish in the world, but I've been trying for like 30 to 40 minutes trying to get a second fish other than that bluegill. And this nice little Mayan cichlid came up and swiped it right along this weed line here. It's just hanging out right at the bottom. Oh my gosh, finally. All right, you guys, that is it. Now, I just want to say that if you guys like doing fun, interesting fishing challenges, you should definitely try this one. I did it for the holidays. Like I said, I was in all the stores and I saw all the holiday decorations, so I decided to try and fish with them, and I came up with some fish. They weren't giants, but they were still fish, which is pretty impressive for ornament hooks and tinsel and little ball ornaments that we're using as bobbers. So it's really fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I like when you guys are liking the videos. It lets me know that you enjoy the content that I create. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Stay tuned for a lot more videos, and I will see you guys later.